The First Provincial Congress, Summer and Fall, 1774. Welcome to the fifth in the Weston Historical Society series commemorating the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution, produced with the help of Weston Media Center. We look now at the tumultuous summer and fall of 1774. In Episode 3, we focused on Loyalist Elijah Jones, the wealthiest and one of the most important men in Weston at the time. In May 1774, he was re-elected as the town's representative to the General Court. This tells us that Loyalist sentiment was still strong in Weston, despite the turmoil in Boston and the attack on the Golden Ball Tavern. Elijah was one of the only Tories elected to the General Court by that time. In June, British General Thomas Gage, Royal Governor of the Massachusetts colony, dismissed the General Court, further angering the colonists. By September, public sentiment in Weston had finally shifted to the Patriot cause. A mob gathered in front of the home of Elijah Jones, where he was publicly humiliated. Here's the newspaper account. A correspondent informs us that on Saturday last, about 300 men waited upon Colonel Elijah Jones at Weston, and made his mightiness walk through their ranks with his hat off and express his sorrow for past offenses and promise not to be guilty of the like for the future. Late in September, Gates called for the General Court to convene in Salem. This time, Weston Town Meeting elected Patriot Bradel Smith rather than Elijah Jones to represent the town. At the same town meeting, Weston finally voted to set up a committee of correspondence. Gage called off the Salem Assembly. In defiance of the governor and royal authority, some 286 delegates, led by John Hancock, met in secret in the town of Concord. They formed the first Massachusetts Provincial Congress. Weston was represented by Bradel Smith, his brother Josiah, and Samuel Phillips Savage. This illegal gathering was a landmark in the history of self-government. Delegates seized the rein of power and devised a plan for Massachusetts to separate from British rule. Here's how one historian viewed it. The establishment of the Provincial Congress was essentially a coup d'etat, a sudden, violent, and unlawful seizure of power. The royal government, headed by General Gage, was now isolated and virtually powerless, except for the presence of the Army and Navy in Boston.